Okay, this is the carburetor off the next mower, one of those big Kohler self-propels. And the first thing is, notice all the rust go on the fuel inlet. You can see all the rust there on the choke. So let's open this up together and see what we've got. Alright, so the little nut on the bottom that holds the bowl on, that is very white and crusty. Ah, wow, that's not looking good. That's not looking good at all. So I guess all of that has got that completely blocked up. So let's see if we can get this taken apart, and let's see what we got. That's not looking bad. The little rubber on the needle is still looking pretty good. That gasket is still in place there. A lot of corrosion on here. Now that powder and that corrosion means that water got into there on top of the water that got in, as well as the ethanol in the fuel. That's not giving up the ghost too easy right now. Just soak that in a little bit with some PB Blaster. Let's see if we can actually get that out. In the meantime, I'm going to let that a little bit more in there. The main jet is in there, and then that little screw there is actually the stopper on the choke. But on top of that, if you screw it out, it also holds the idle circuit. That little black plug there, that just pops out now, and that's the idle jet. So that's out, and that's pretty much, apart from the main jet in there, which I'm going to see now. I don't want to break it. She's moving. I think we got it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. That's the main jet. And I can't see through it, and I can't blow through it, so it's completely blocked. And then inside there is an emulsion tube, and sometimes, if you're really lucky, you can pop it out. Maybe you can see inside there. Let's see if you can. Right inside there, the little emulsion tube that runs down into that tube. Oh, just loosening it up with the PB Blaster and the whole thing fell out. Fantastic. So now we have the carburetor apart. That gasket is not going to come off without destroying itself. So I'm going to leave that alone. And it's got a bunch of crud on the outside of it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to blow it off with the compressor. I'm going to clean out the float bowl as best as I can. It's got a drain plug there. I'll take that out as well if it's going to come loose. I'm going to clean that out as best as I can with a little bit of PB Blaster and get it cleaned out. And then it's going to go into the Ultrasonic Cleaner for a bath. And then when it comes out of there, it should be good. Oh, that smells terrible. But the passage for the fuel line to the needle is open, and as I said earlier, the needle has actually got the little rubber insert on it, so it's not a little O-ring or something inside there that I need to be careful about not losing. So I'm going to get that sorted out and I'll bring you guys back. Just giving it a little bit of a scratch up with the screwdriver. There's a lot of corrosion in there, but it's not looking too bad. I've actually seen them worse than that. Give it a bit of a rub there. I'm actually going to get a stainless steel brush and just rub well in all the little corners. The reason I'm doing this before it goes into my ultrasonic cleaner is because the fluid that goes in the ultrasonic cleaner is it's called gunk or something but it's pretty expensive, so I try to, the stuff that I put in there, I try to just get it a little bit cleaned up before I actually dump it in there, just filthy. That way the fluid does last a whole lot better and longer. Let's see if that's going to come loose. Oh yeah. So there we go, that's a little drain screw, and let's get that sorted out. Alrighty, so set the ultrasonic cleaner, the temperature to 50 degrees Celsius. And I'm going to set the timer for 30 minutes. Let's take the lid off. And in here we have a basket. So we'll put the carb in there, and then the float bowl, and I'm going to drop that in, and off she goes. She's vibrating away. What I actually want to do though is I want to rescue another little basket that I've got. Sorry, I know you guys are just watching nothing right now, but I'll show you right away. So this is the stuff that I use for cleaning in the parts cleaner. It's in the ultrasonic. It's called Gunk Parts Cleaner Complete Kit. And what's nice is it comes with a little basket like that, which is really nice for the small stuff because it doesn't fall through the net of that big basket there. So I'm just going to put that in there. Just want to make sure I'm not pushing that off to one side now. There we go. You can actually see its fluid moving around, little bubbles coming up, and it's got a slight buzz going in there, so that's good. 30 minutes making stew. Alright, so some of you might have been wondering when I said you got to pull the handle on the mower so that it will work. It's got a handle that will, when you release the handle, it kills the spark on the mower. So that's basically what I have to do, and I'm going to turn it around and show you guys what. So there's the mower. That handle there, when you pull it down, you see there how it, let me zoom in for you. There we go. So you see when I release the handle, that block touches down on the flywheel, and at the same time that block is oh, focus is gone. Come on, focus you. Alright, so there's the coil, and it's got a little wire that joins up onto that block, and so the moment that you pull the handle back, I'm going to do it manually here, as soon as you pull the handle back, that block is not only a brake that brakes the flywheel so that the engine stops turning really quickly, but it also creates a short circuit through that wire, through there and into that metallic block to kill the spark. So that's why on the handle, if I want to make it work, when I pull the handle down, I put this clamp on, and let's see if I can do it with one hand while I film. There we go, something like that. So now the clamp's on there, holding the handle down, and now you can see that little block. It's not touching on the flywheel. So now the flywheel can turn freely, and the engine will run, and you'll get spark on the spark plug. So that's what I'm talking about when I say, when we it's pretty much like a dead man's handle. So while you're mowing, you have to hold that handle in. If anything happens and you let go, you fall down, you trip or anything, the mower stops immediately. It's got a second lever on this one. This one's got a second lever at the bottom there. Let me take that clamp out of my way. That lever there, when you pull that lever, you can't see it going through, but that cable then goes in to the drive inside there, and that sends drive to the front wheels. So that's how these self-propelled mowers work. Anyway, we've still got the little jobby going there. That's at 50 degrees. So I'll show you. The set temperature is 50. Right now it's actually at 38, and it's counting down 19 minutes to go of 30 minutes, and cooking up a nice stew inside there. What I'll probably do is get it running for another 30 minutes afterwards, because that thing was pretty damn dirty. The only things I didn't put in was the float with the needle, because that's actually looking really clean and it's plastic, and the stuff inside there is not really that good for rubbers and rubber O-rings and that sort of thing. But the gaskets that are on the carburetor are they're a paper kind of gasket, so should normally be okay, and we'll see. And that was the Ultrasonic Cleaner that I picked up. Those things retail at Harbor Freight now for I want to say around $120, $130 I think, and I got it for 30 bucks at a garage sale, so I was super happy to get that. Anyway, let me get back to doing a little bit of cleaning up. My workshop's looking like a mess. It's been going crazy, and it's now time to just tidy up a little bit. I'll bring you back when that carb's clean.